something you'll be interested in. Those performance upgrades we discussed after the last race. They're on the car and the data looks promising. Take a look at the details.
What is up, guys? JayFerGaming here and welcome to the finale of F1 2016 career mode. This is the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. If you haven't already, do hit that subscribe button for my channel for F1 2017 content as well. Unfortunately, that game hasn't come early this year, so we'll have to wait till Friday for videos on my channel. You can see we've made an upgrade, and that's actually our final upgrade. We fully upgraded the car. And it means we're still the worst car. That system's a bit weird, I've got to admit. Someone did explain that to me in the comments, so I do thank that person for that. But yeah, fully upgraded. And I can guarantee you guys, this is going to be an incredible race. There's a championship battle between Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez. There's our own personal battle to finish P3 in the standings. Only 10 points between Perez and Verstappen. So that's something to look forward to. In the race, I will keep you updated in terms of who is actually winning the title and like on the ball maths. So apologies if I get that wrong. That's been our season. Pretty decent, but we just needed that a little bit more to mount a title push. But we'll move to qualifying now. And let's see how we do in our final qualifying of the season. This is our first run, and I've got to admit, even though the car was fully upgraded, I didn't really feel that comfortable. This lap wasn't great at all, and I knew I'd have to pull something special out the bag to get out of Q1. Coming to the line, and it's 1.7 seconds off Verstappen. I just lose so much time in that final sector. I was even slower than Marcus Ericsson. That's when you know things are bad. You can see the gap to P19 there. Massa on the super soft tyres, and just me and my teammate lagging behind. But on our second run, near the end of Q1, we were 1.2 seconds up. It was absolutely incredible. It means we've got a shot of getting out at Q1 for the final race of the season and the career, and we ended up in P12. A brilliant lap there, but I noticed Verstappen was 6/10 quicker than Hulkenberg, so that's got to be pretty demoralising for Perez. Ericsson ended up last, but we got out by a couple of tenths. You can just see how close it is between myself and, say, Bottas and Palmer in 19th and 20th. So we have got through to Q2. That's a great feeling for the final race. And now, on to the final run in Q2. I only had a U set of tyres, so I wasn't feeling that confident about making up too many positions, especially with this end to the lap. It was surprising though, but because it was an improvement on Q1, and we actually didn't end up in P16. I was quite happy with that. Ended up P14, now qualified Kvyat and Haryanto, so it's a decent result overall. Hopefully we can improve in the race and get ourselves into the points and aim for third place in the championship. Oh, such a long journey, guys. 5 seasons. That must mean 105 episodes, I think that is. If my maths is correct, that's absolutely incredible. I'd like to thank all you guys who have just been watching these videos, leaving likes, leaving comments, and if there's anyone who's watched it from the start, that would be absolutely brilliant. So a shout out to all you guys. I hope to see you on commenting and getting involved with my F1 2017 career mode and all my other content. So both titles are up for grabs. It's Force India versus Red Bull in both. Perez versus Verstappen in the driver standings. Me versus Ricardo, Hulkenberg, Vettel, and a couple of others for P3. So here is the grid for the final race.
So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, with Daniel Ricciardo slotting in alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Raikkonen, Sebastian Vettel, and Perez, Alonso, Sainz, Button, and Kevin Magnussen, Hulkenberg, Grosjean, Pascal Wehrlein, and Sauber, Kvyat, Haryanto, Nico Rosberg, and Esteban Gutierrez, Bottas and Palmer, Felipe Massa, and Marcus Ericsson rounds off the grid.
So that's the grid. Verstappen in P3, Perez in P6. It's like just a perfect formula for an exciting finale to the season. In terms of strategy, I'm just going to stick with that really. Super soft, and then just wait and see what happens. So we're building up. Final race of the season, final race of the career mode. 5 lights and it's lights out and away we go. Grosjean doesn't get an initial good getaway, but we just don't progress through the gears very well. Are we going to make up a position up into turn 1? Very tight. It's a short run to turn 1. Up the inside of Grosjean, but he's hung around the outside. Great grip on them multi-softs. Back up the inside. We just really want to get this Haas out of the way, but he keeps fighting back. He's back alongside us. Magnussen's bouncing over the curbs there. We're going to try and take all 3 of them into the braking zone. That was a bit unexpected, bit risky, but I think we got it done. Is there a corner inside? There is not, so we're up to P11 there. solid start, getting 3 spots, and now I'm just hoping to try and nab a position or 2 down here. We will have the best straight line speed, we always do, and this is Perez's rear gunner, who's not really doing a great job at the moment, as we easily get past Hülkenberg up to P10 into the points. Exactly what we need. We're getting so close to the cars ahead. 2 McLaren side by side. That's never good, especially on the exit of the chicane. Wow, Hülkenberg's come from nowhere. He just shot off that chicane. I'm sure he cut the corner as well. Who's this? Hamilton's all over the place there. He was on pole position. Just look at Hülkenberg. He speeds over corner cuts and just flies across the track. Hamilton does a similar thing to a Ferrari. He gets hit by a Ferrari from behind. He just hits everyone. What is Lewis Hamilton doing? He started in P1 and now where is he? Like P11, P12? That's an absolute shocker there. But the AI at times at this track, they leave each other a lot of room, and look how slow it is. It's pedestrian like. Are we going to try and get Vettel here? Because the McLarens, Sainz, Hülkenberg, it's just so slow. You can see on the mini-map how far the leader is, and I think that is Verstappen. It's actually Verstappen and Ricciardo, because Verstappen's disappeared from the minimap once again. Why? For the finale as well, just to confuse things. We go around the outside of Hülkenberg. We took advantage of some slow cars there. This has been such a scrappy, intense, crazy first lap. We're up to P8, but if the race continues like this, then it's going to be one hell of a finale. Verstappen is in the lead, as you can see, as he set the fast lap of the race. So this is the order. After 1 lap, Verstappen with his rear gunner teammate just behind him. Or is he a rear gunner? Will he fight for the victory? Vettel in 3rd. Sergio Perez is in 4th. So that means Verstappen is leading the championship by 3 points. Remember, the gap is 10 points. Perez is leading Verstappen before this Grand Prix. So we're trying to close in on Alonso. Sainz and Button. We've got a great run on the McLaren Honda. Up the inside. I thought about taking all 3, but that is way too risky. There's a yellow flag. That's going to interfere with our overtaking. These are so slow. Palmer's out the race. Oh, we've got to give the position back to Button. Massa's out the race. Alonso fighting back. The virtual safety cars out. We nearly smashed into the back of Jensen there. Again. This started... Oh my god. What is going on back there? Williams are mounting each other. This start's been absolutely crazy. Felipe Massa has just jumped over Bottas. Palmer's been like just pushed halfway down the track. The underside of the car is very visible there by that camera angle. That's absolutely insane. What a finale this is, and we're not even 2 laps through the race. Palmer's out. He just gets pushed by Bottas. Massa gets caught up in it and just mounts his team. Look there. Look at the tyre there. I'm sure that touches Bottas's head. So if FIA want to advertise the halo, that's probably a good example. Well, I'm not really sure if that would happen in real life, but that's an incredible collision. It really is. On board with Massa, he's in midair and his suspension breaks against the barrier. That's absolutely crazy. I can't believe that just happened. So only a virtual safety car. That's a big surprise. We're getting ready to get back to green flag racing. I was so eager to get as close as possible to Button that I just ran into the back of him. On to lap 3 now. Really need to catch my breath. You can see the leaders are very far ahead. The top 4, there's such a gap between them and Carlos Sainz in 5th. Button again struggling. Oh, we're struggling under braking. He was struggling with straight line speed. We were struggling to slow the car down. Luckily, we didn't get a penalty or anything for that. And luckily, there wasn't any damage to Sainz or myself. But we're trying to go for the move here. DRS assisted. Where's Sainz going to go? He's going to go defensive. So we're going to have to go all the way around the outside. Can't we slow the car down? No, we're locking up again. We just need to sort our braking up. But that's put us up to P5. We've got a little bit of a gap to Sainz actually already, so I was hoping to push on now. I'm strong around this track on fresh tyres, but when it comes out up to worn out tyres, then I'm absolutely all over the place, and especially in the final sector. But I do set the fastest lap of the race there, but I noticed the AI, like the ones at the front, set very slow laps, so I think they're really battling hard and slowing each other up. And cars in the mid-pack are sending the fastest lap of the race, like Gutierrez, so it's very mixed up at the moment. The virtual safety car's thrown up a few shocks, and yeah, skipping to lap 9 now, and we're actually leading the race. The ultra soft runners have pit, and the 2 cars behind us have pit who were on the super soft. So I think they were Gutierrez and Haryanto. So the genuine order now is, well, Verstappen would be leading, but Hülkenberg's yet to pit, and I'm yet to pit as well. So not too sure where Verstappen and Perez are. We'll check after this pit stop, but we're coming in for our first pit stop. Looking to do 9 laps on either set of the super soft, just to minimise the laps on the soft, because I know I'm not very strong on that compound around here. So 10 laps on them should be enough. Coming out the pits, not a great stop once again. That really annoys me. And actually, look where we've rejoined. We've rejoined just ahead of Max Verstappen. A championship contender has made his second pit stop, so that suggests to me that he's going for a 3 stop. Where are we going to come out? Looks like P8, so we're well in the mix with some decent points in this race. But hey, we're going to be involved in this championship battle because we're ahead of Max Verstappen, and I'm not looking to let anyone through. I want to get well, a very exciting race, very exciting video, and some big points here. So if Verstappen goes for a move, I'll be defending hell for leather. Yeah, no matter what, no matter who it is. Well, I suppose if I say I don't care who wins the title, I'd prefer Perez. I prefer Perez in real life. So, oh, why is Haryanto doing that? But if Perez won, I'd be happy with that. But oh, Haryanto's backing me into Verstappen here, so Verstappen could be getting involved in this battle. We're moving all over the place, just trying to avoid everyone. I wouldn't want to take out Max to the title battle, but actually he's going all the way around the outside. I thought that was the manner there. We just avoid contact with the Red Bull, but he's up to P7. I think Perez is still out. He's only made 1 pit stop, but this is brave from Max. Very late braking. Nearly takes the man around myself, but through this chicane, very tricky to go through there quickly, side by side. But this is Perez. He's in P2. He's behind his teammate, who's leading the race, but he is yet to pit. So Perez is the effective race leader. I don't know if he's going for a 2 or 3 stop. It's going to be interesting to see how that pans out. Perez is leading at the moment after Hülkenberg's pit stop, but now Verstappen, he's got to be so eager to get past me. He must be getting so frustrated. Later on the brakes once again, which is classic Max, but we are very late on the brakes there. Big lock up and we just defend our position. I am trying to fight as hard as possible. I mean, I am genuinely fighting Verstappen in this race. Verstappen's got 1 more pit stop to make. So do I. We're going for the 2 stops. So, yeah, I'm not getting involved in this battle, championship battle at all, am I? I really didn't expect to be having such a big effect on this battle. But Verstappen gets into the lead. But we go for a very nice switch back there. We get great traction. And with DRS and our straight line speed, looks like we might be able to retake the lead. Yes, we can. Oh, are we fighting for the lead in this race? I really don't know. If we hold up Verstappen like this, because he was the race leader before, ahead of Ricciardo, and I haven't seen Ricciardo since, so I don't really know where he is. So let's really squeeze up Verstappen there, making it as difficult as possible. Verstappen into the lead now, and that gives him the lead in the championship, because I think, don't quote me on this, but I think Perez is in P6, so that means that Verstappen would win by 7 points. But hey, I want to take this victory, and I'm going to fight back. He doesn't defend, so am I going to be back into the lead? Oh, tight contact. Making contact with the championship contender. Very risky, but we retake the lead. So, Verstappen in P2, Perez in P6, which means that they would be dead level on points in the championship. And I don't know who's taking the most victories, so that would make things so crazy. Like, who would win? Them 2 dead level. Oh, we go 3 wide into the braking zone. Who's that? Hülkenberg around the outside. The other Force India. He's gone all the way around the outside of both of us. That was such a squeeze there. Verstappen made contact with me. I've made far too much contact with Verstappen in this race for my liking. And Verstappen's getting overtaken by Gutierrez, and I think that's Sergio Perez as we retake the lead off the second Force India. Perez, I think, is he ahead of Verstappen? But he's well in the battle there. Verstappen got an awful run there because he was stuck on the inside, pinned by myself and Hülkenberg. And Perez has actually overtaken Verstappen, so Perez is back in the championship winning position. The 2 rivals are side by side on the track. This is absolutely incredible scenes. We're coming into the pits. I was just losing so much time on the super softs, and I felt 11 laps on the softs. I have got to come in, I really do. And who's in with me? I think that's Gutierrez. He's having another amazing race. I mean, he's been absolutely incredible in this final season. I mean, he couldn't get any worse than the first 4 seasons, but he's come out. Will he'll just be behind us? It'll be interesting to see if the likes of Hülkenberg, Perez and Verstappen can get the overcut, or we can stay ahead of them. So we're coming out the pits, lap 18 here, just behind Lewis Hamilton, who had that absolute shocker at the start. So, where is everyone? I think Verstappen is in the pits right now. So the overcut didn't work. So our outlap on these softs was actually pretty good. So these softs don't feel too bad. I just know the last few laps are going to be absolutely shocking. when they go off the cliff. So lap 20 now. We've got Gutierrez behind us. We're in P4. And there's a yellow flag. Is something going on? I know Max Verstappen's back there somewhere. Is it going to involve him? The virtual safety car is out. There's a Force India there. Is that Perez? No, it's Hulkenberg. Oh, wow. There's a bit of contact there, but I don't think Hulkenberg sustained any damage. Perez is actually in the lead now. So coming to the end of lap 22, I think he's in the pits. So he must be coming out on the ultra soft tyres. And he's going to come out behind us. Is he going to come out behind Max Verstappen? This is so intense right now because I don't know 100% where they both are. But yeah, with 6 laps left in the season, anyone can win out of both of them. It's so intense. We can win this race, I think. Where is Perez going to come out of the pits? It is quite far behind me, I know that for sure, but he's on fresh ultra softs. Verstappen's on slightly worn softs, so Perez is going to have such a tyre advantage. That is Verstappen, and he is in P5, so that would be 10 points. Perez in P10, so Perez would win the title by 1 point if positions stayed like that, but I think that is very unlikely considering Perez's tyres. So we're into the lead of the race. Hamilton has made his final pit stop. We are actually genuinely in the lead of the race. This 2-stop is working well for myself and Gutierrez, who is in position 3, so could the 2 stoppers win this race? This is the order with 4 laps to go. Verstappen's in P3, 4th Gutierrez, 5th Vettel, 6th Haryanto, 7th Hulkenberg. Perez is in P8. He would get 4 points. Verstappen would get 15. So that would mean that Verstappen would win by 1 point. Oh, 3.5 laps to go. This is getting so intense. Raikkonen's going for the lead of the race. Our tyres are going off the cliff. We are struggling so badly. Is Verstappen going to go for the move as well? He could settle for P3 and win the title, but I don't think Perez is going to stay in the same position that he was in before. Raikkonen's going for the lead, but no, we've gone for the switchback. Can we defend? We've got DRS. Where is Verstappen? He's in our mirrors. He's trying to go for the lead. There's Gutierrez there. There's another Ferrari. The top 5 are far too close. Verstappen tries to go for it. Round the outside once again. Side by side, he's got the lead, but no, we defend on the inside. Verstappen is up to P2 now. He has got 18 points, but it's so close to the front. I'm just backing Verstappen into everyone because it is kind of like real life with Rosberg and Hamilton, but I'm not doing it on purpose. I'm just genuinely slow at this moment, but at the same moment that was happening, this is Sergio Perez going for a double overtake. Absolutely incredible. Perez is up to P6. Verstappen's in P2. So Matt's on the ball. They'll be equal on points once again. And if that happens, then I don't know who would win the title. If I took a guess, I think Verstappen would have more victories, but I'm not 100% sure. But Verstappen, he wants this victory. He wants to put it beyond any doubt. Can he take it? Oh, we're squeezing him off the track. The Ferrari of Raikkonen's very close as well. Under braking, I just keep locking up. My front brake bias is so far forward. Verstappen's bouncing off the sausage curb on the inside. That was absolutely incredible. He nearly flipped the car. And I think he's going to get swamped. He didn't get a good exit, so we're back in the lead. Gutierrez is trying to get into P2 there. The 2 Ferraris. I think Perez is just on the back of them as well. Oh, it's so intense. It really is. This is the run that Verstappen got. He gets swamped by Raikkonen, Vettel, Gutierrez trying to win this race. Look how close the pack is. I am really backing them. Verstappen into everyone. It's getting so close. And yeah, I mean, anyone can win this race. Anyone can drop out the points because the battles, everyone is going side by side and just slowing each other up so much. Penultimate lap of the race. Gutierrez is in P2. Who would have thought me and Gutierrez will be battling for the victory? He's gone up the inside. Is he going to go for it? Oh, he's bounced over the inner sausage curb. He's nearly caused a pile up there. That could have been an absolute disaster. Everyone could have just piled up into each other. Gutierrez. Oh, he's so lucky there. He didn't take a great line. It just, on 2 tyres went into the side of me. I'm just so thankful that he didn't take me out. So this is how long the train is. I think it's actually 14 cars. So what, 2/3 of the field? Absolutely incredible. Like I say, any small incident and what? Perez could be outside of the points. Verstappen could be outside of the points. I think Verstappen is down to P4 now. And I think Perez is in P6. But the pack is so close that they could be absolutely anywhere. I'm fighting Gutierrez for the victory. We have the worst cars in this career mode. For the whole career mode, Sauber and Haas have been the worst. And in the final season, the final race of my F1 2016 career mode, it's Haas versus Sauber for the victory, but there's Ferraris, there's Red Bulls, there's Force Indias also in there. Gutierrez on the final lap now. Is he going to go for the lead? Yes, he is. He's taking the lead. Gutierrez, I can't believe I'm saying this later on the brakes, but I was waiting. The moment is now. We need good traction. We've got enough rich mix to the end of the race. Can we fight back? We do have the straight line speed. We've dropped back quite a lot now. DRS, we're not under threat from behind. It's us versus Gutierrez for the victory. Late on the brakes, side by side, we're locking up. We've got the inside line though. We squeeze him out and we've retaken the lead. Gutierrez down to P2. I've no idea where Verstappen and Perez are right now. Honestly, I didn't care because I was back in the lead of the race and I've got a little bit of breathing space. One more sector to go. It would be difficult for me to lose it now. Surely I'm not going to make a mistake and spin out. Just keep the car in the middle of the track and we can win the final race of my 2016 career mode. We're coming round the penultimate corner now. Where is Gutierrez? There's a little bit of a gap. It looks like we should be able to come home round the final corner and we're going to win the final race and the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, celebrating. Oh, what a victory. We put Gutierrez in the wall. But who has become Season 5 World Champion?
It's been my privilege over the years to witness a number of great sporting events, and here's another to add to that prestigious list. It's the ultimate dream for any racing driver. We have a new Formula 1 World Champion.
Sergio Perez wins Season 5. He is the 4th champion in this career mode. Daniel Ricciardo won 2 seasons, Kevin Magnussen won a season, and Lewis Hamilton did as well. So, nice variation there. I can't believe that is the podium. Me and Gutierrez. Wow, what a final season for Gutierrez. Unbelievable. Raikkonen made it onto the podium, so I don't actually know where Verstappen or Perez finished. It's going to be interesting to see them results, but everyone was just so close. So, myself, Gutierrez, Raikkonen, Verstappen finished P4. I'm gonna say it, I've screwed Verstappen out of this title. We battled so hard for like 3/4 of that race. He just couldn't overtake me. Perez wins it with a P6, and just look how close the field was. If we go all the way down to Marcus Ericsson in P15, 8.8 seconds behind me. So wow, what a result that was. And I've got to thank you guys for keeping with me for this whole career mode. You've shown your support with your kind comments, liking my videos, and just watching them in general. So I am really thankful. Hope to have you on board for F1 2017. So here's the final standings. Perez wins by 6 points. That finale was absolutely incredible. That's one of the best races I think I've ever been involved in. And it was just so intense. We ended up in P3. That's such a great achievement in this Sauber. We jumped over Vettel, Hülkenberg, and I think Ricciardo as well. So wow, if only we had a couple of better races and not crashed out at, what was it, Hungary and Austria, I think it was. We could have been fighting for that title. Haryanto finally got some points in the final race of the season. So unfortunately, it's only Ericsson that didn't score any points. He was made Sir Marcus Ericsson this time last season, but no, he couldn't repeat the feat, unfortunately. Force India win the Constructors from Red Bull. We're solidly in P6, but obviously Ericsson didn't contribute at all. So, if you have enjoyed this video, please do leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already to my channel. And F1 2017 content will hopefully be coming on the Friday, which is tomorrow, the release of the 2017 game. And I hope to have you with me. I need to lie down. I've lost my breath. Thanks for watching. See you guys later.